take a chance to sit down with some of the folks that make this project's wheels turn. So why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Sharon Lally. I'm the Director of HR for OLPC, and I've been here since the first deployment.
Wow.
Not since the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
but our very first deployment.
Right on. And this space that you guys are in now, was this the first space that you guys ever moved into, or?
Originally it was at the Media Lab,
Yeah, IT.
but this is the only space I've ever been in.
So, how would you say, a typical day looks like for, the folks who work here and do this sort of stuff? I mean, it's probably different between everybody, but what are the kind of interactions that happen here in the office?
The technical folks work different hours from, like, the administrative staff.
Right.
I try and accommodate both. Because the technical folks work late through the night because they're usually on line with China or some other country. So they work sometimes around the clock. I mean, it's not unusual for folks to work 24 hours in a row.
As hackers, we definitely understand.
That's
that,
right.
for sure.
That's right. And they don't take vacation.
Oh, no.
I never have to worry about that.
So that makes your job pretty easy.
It does. It makes my job very easy.
And your job, like you said, is HR director, yes?
That's correct.
And how long have you been in that position?
Since I've been here. So for about almost 3 years now.
So you make sure that, the folks who are here and helping out are being watched over. And,
That's right.
So what does a typical day look like for you?
For me, well, because we're a very small nonprofit, I handle hiring. So that's recruiting, interns, volunteers, employees, contractors. So I also run the contracts department, do facilities management, wash the dishes when need be, terminations, leaves of absence. It's very busy for me.
Yes. And you were just talking about internships, and
Mhm.
because, I'm coming from a university setting, when I hear internships, I know that the students who are watching this, that is something that they would definitely be interested in. So what sorts of relations do you have with, college students or high school students or people who want to get involved in an academic project?
Usually, we recruit interns from colleges, although we have volunteers from all over the world, and some are young, some are older. We don't discriminate.
Right.
But to bring them on as a volunteer and intern usually require that they're about 18 years old.
And roughly how many interns do you guys have?
Right now, we only have 5. In the past, in the summer, we've had 30, 40
Wow.
in different places. We're running another program for this summer. There'll be probably anywhere from 35 to 50. We're not sure yet.
So when your email box fills up with, at RIT.edu, co-ops looking for summer jobs, you're not going to get mad at us, right?
I'm not going to get mad at you.
So if people were interested in getting involved in volunteering with
Mhm.
OLPC, where would they go to? Would they just email you, or is there a page somewhere?
There's a
or-
page on our website, support at laptop.org, and we have Adam Holt is our support manager, and he will take care of all volunteer questions.
Right on. Now, do you guys have like a rolling deadline, or is there a hard deadline for the summer?
Well, they've started to choose already, so I can't say that there'd be too many more internships positions, but you never know.
Right on. And of course, volunteer opportunities are always open. Right?
Absolutely.
That's the beauty of being an open source project.
That's right.
So, I want to ask you some more nitty-gritty stuff about the
Mhm.
community. I don't know if these are questions that are going to be the best, but things like, how many countries are you guys deployed in right now?
Well, I'd have to look at the map. Let me see, I'd say probably 30. We are working on Gaza and the West Bank right now. We're working on it, trying to help them out in Afghanistan. So Mideast, we're looking at Haiti at the moment,
Absolutely, I saw
helping
that on the
Haiti.
front.
Uruguay, of course, is one of our successes. Every child has a laptop in Uruguay, which is really amazing. Rwanda. And we're looking at Argentina. We're getting a deployment right now in Argentina. So we have several things in the works.
Absolutely. Now, when you talk about a deployment, the reason why it has to be so big is because you guys deal directly with the school districts, or
We
from
do,
my
and the
understanding?
countries.
And the countries.
Countries and the schools. So we need the countries to buy in that every child gets her own laptop. And that's a big expense for some countries. Even though we're a nonprofit, we can't just, most times we do not give them away.
Right.
We have, but we don't usually give them away.
Well, you guys produce a lot of free software, and you give that away for free.
We do.
So that's a beautiful way to contribute. If there was an easy way to, git, commit, and pull,
Mhm.
a physical object, we'll let you know.
Okay, that sounds great.
So, I think the thing that I'm most interested in, because I consider myself a hacktivist, and
Mhm.
I have a strong, background in activism and social justice and things like that. So I'm always curious as to, why people get involved in the campaigns they do, and what got them here in the first place. So I would put that question to you. What made you start? Why do you stay?
I stay because I love it. There's so many smart people here who are so dedicated to this project. I mean, how can you not stay? I mean, that's one thing. And I got involved when I'd been reading about OLPC before they really deployed a laptop. And I thought, what a cool project. And then when there was an opening, I applied, and the rest is history.
Right. Well, and the rest is in the future as well, because folks like you are going to make sure that this organization, these kinds of initiatives, have a place to call a headquarters.
That's true.
And, even though I may have come on with my team, in the last couple of months,
Mhm.
I've been following the OLPC project for a long time too, on behalf of not just the folks who work at RIT, but, the folks out in the community.
Mhm.
Thank you, because you're helping people all over the world.
And I might say that I know one of your contacts who was an intern, started off as a volunteer, Mel Chua, and became an intern, was hired in as an engineer. She's an amazing woman.
And she's doing some great work this summer. We're actually going to be doing a professor's open source summer experience, which
Mhm.
is POSSE for short.
Mhm.
And at the end of that week-long educational period for professors to learn about open source,
Mhm.
there's going to be FOSCON at RIT this year. So
Great.
we're going to invite all sorts of people from the community to come speak or come attend and have a big exhibition and a conference. So, I would certainly extend that to you guys here at OLPC and to you personally as well.
Thank you.
We'd love to have that kind of energy and that kind of enthusiasm.
Good.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Best of luck.
We won't need it with people like you.